Welcome to part 2 of a cheap lie adventure to the places in Western England which I'd not normally visit. So let's continue where I left off in Torquay. And let's get part 2 off to a good start with a classic Schindler Myconic. This lift is perfect. Proper intelligent levelling, intelligent overrun and pre-doors. And let's take a ride on top of it. And in the shopping centre, there's more classic Schindler Myconics. Myconic? Nice. Along to a car park which doesn't have a Schindler Myconic. How dare it!
Oh no! Companies always call themselves the opposite of what they are, lift specialists, the exact opposite of specialists. They install generic parts. Why couldn't Myconic have the name lift specialist? Because then that would be more suitable. Oh, this is crap. Come on.
So then, I now get on a bus and leave Torquay and go to the next location, which is Dawlish. Now, as you probably know, I'm not usually a fan of villages, but Dawlish is an exception because despite not having my usual interests there, Dawlish is such a pleasant looking place, I simply cannot call it a shithole. Just look at this area where this water feature is, where they've got loads of different birds. Dawlish is a very nice little place to go and visit. And if we take a look at the seafront, this is what it looks like. This is where the railway tracks run alongside the seafront and it's a very interesting place. If we head out of town a bit, we can see that the scenery around here looks quite stunning. So then, as Dawlish doesn't have my usual interests, it's now time to get on a train and go along to the next location. So I take his train along the seafront to the next location, which is Exeter.
Exeter
Exeter is one of the larger cities in this area. Let's take a look what lifts there are here, and along to the shopping centre, which has got an old Otis lift that's been modernised by Otis.
Oh, that's a weird button placement.
And now I go to John Lewis, which has got Otis Gen 2 lifts.
This is boring. The only thing this is good for is... slightly less harsh than I thought. Maybe this one's the version for slight chassis, because it's... yeah, probably is this high spec model with a tiny little chassis to it.
And along to the next shopping centre and car park, which has got Schindler 5400s. And along I go to a modernised express lift.
This is Exeter lift number P000088.
So then, back to Exeter St Thomas's station. Where I now get on a train and go along to Taunton. Now, after Taunton, I was planning to go along to Weston Super Mare, because I've always wanted to go there because it's got such an unusual sounding name. Why is it called Super Mare? Like it sounds Japanese? But there was a problem. The weather was not good tonight. It was going to rain badly. And if I hammock in the rain, I'd get soaked. So I had to change plan and go somewhere where it wasn't raining to camp for the night. So I headed quite a long way off course and I headed to Warminster. Now, a reason why I went to Warminster is because there's something I wanted to sneak into here. There is Center Parcs, a posh, overpriced resort hotel and swimming pool. So I walked 3 miles out of Warminster along to where Center Parcs is, where I set up my hammock for the night. And this is where it went wrong, because the weather forecast says it wasn't going to rain in Warminster. At 7 o'clock in the morning, it did. It rained heavily and I was absolutely soaked. Like, it only rained for like 15 minutes. It was a short, sharp shower, which drenched my hammock. And just at the exact same moment I got drenched and woken up, security also caught me. Despite the fact I was outside of the perimeter fence, security were like, "You're a bit close to our fence. Can't you hammock somewhere else?" Which is a legal grey area, because Will's hammock was open access land. It probably was on their private property. Can they move me on? It's a grey area. But nevertheless, I was no longer able to sneak into Centre Parks. The security would now recognise me. So I leave Warminster completely drenched and go along to Trowbridge.
It's casually hanging out my washing in a Sainsbury's car park.
So then, let's take a look around Trowbridge, which is quite a small place, which seems a bit run down. And along to the first shopping centre, which looks like it's seen better days. This shopping centre's got an eco disc.
Doors closing. Ground floor. Doors opening.
And along to the second shopping centre. And oh dear, there is not many shops open in this.
Wow, this is a dead mall. Not much happening here. That is just about open. That is shut over there. All of those are shut. Kodak Express, that's long shut. And at the end, Wilco's is just shut. That's shut there. SK Fruits is shut. That is shut. Swords for Drapers is also shut. Fucking hell, there's nothing open in this. There's Wilco's.
And going down to the lower level of this shopping centre, I suddenly find myself in the Trafalgar Centre in Chatham, Trowbridge edition. And in the Trafalgar-like centre, over half of the units are also shut. This place is not doing very well.
Trafalgar Centre Mark II here. House of Order. That's not worked for a long time. This place has got some severe issues. Let's see where the lift is. Ooh, there's an Otis door. Near the top is in surface position. This place is certainly not in a very good condition. Hey, it actually smells like Tesco in Chatham. A distinctive piss smell. Okay, it's in surface position, but it's boarded up on the top floor. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to see much of this. I can't be told because someone's tried to force the door. It's put too much tension on that. Oh, for fuck's sake, whoever did that didn't have a clue what they were doing with that lift. They wanted to get in it, but they didn't know it. Forcing the door actually makes it harder to get in now. Well, it can't be opened, thanks to the person that tried to force the door and it's now put too much tension on the interlock. Lovely. It's got the same ceiling as Trafalgar Centre car park. So it is Trafalgar Centre Mark II, this. And that piss smell is so bad. Oh, you know it's bad when they've got that. Oh my. You've got shut, 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 shut. And everything on that side's shut apart from the hairdressers. Not only that, but that there is the front shop. It's got a separate door into the high street, so you would have thought that would at least be a very prominent shop. But no, that is also shut.
So along I go to Asda.
Got 2 eco-disc and one of whatever that is. Stinks piss really bad.
Mind the doors.
I've actually engraved Asda onto the paddle. That doesn't change.
Floor 1. Doors are opening.
Okay, let's try the eco-disc, see how it compares.
Going up. Doors closing.
NMX 14.
Second floor.
Second floor. It's first floor. No pre-door.
Doors opening.
Right then, let's now get on a train and leave Trowbridge.
The next station is Bradford on Avon. This is a Great Western Railway service to Gloucester.
and go along to Bradford on Avon. And oh dear, I'm back in Vigilante Land again! This place is another little shitty village. Though it looks quite picturesque, so appeal to certain people, but there's not really much to do here. And as for the couple of buildings that might possibly have had a little lift, fucking hell, people are nosy in this place. Fucking vigilantes, can't they mind their own business? So then I now get on a bus and go along to Bath.
Slow. Bang the roller. I don't trust this thing, I don't know why.
So, I was actually going to finish this adventure early due to how soaked I got the night before. But luckily, as I've managed to dry out all of my stuff, I decided, let's do another night. Because I just really wanted to get to Weston Super Mare, which was supposed to be the highlight of the trip. So you know what, let's jump on a train and let's visit Weston Super Mare.
Well, I'm in Japan land, Weston Super Mare. This is Weston Milton, a little station nearby, because that's where I'm going to camp tonight. I always wanted to find out what's here, because it's got such a strange name. Why is it called Super Mare? It's probably going to be a shithole, but let's find out. It might be something very super at this place.
So at this point, it was now time to camp for the night. So I went up to the woods. And in the morning, once again, it rained. And I got a bit soaked, although not as bad as last night. So then, let's now go and explore Weston Super Mare. And this is what the place looks like. It is a bit of a strange place.
And the purpose of this is down this marine lake. You can't walk around the seawall because it's flooded. I think it's always flooded because of the design of it. It's weird.
And along to the shopping centre, where there's a very nice surprise, as this shopping centre has still got some epic old express lifts. On the inside, the buttons have sadly been replaced, but the logic is still original.
Doors closing.
Otis? Express outside. Why is that in that position? Still express logic. Yeah, it went black for a minute.
Doors
Yeah, still express
opening.
logic. Despite it saying Otis
Floor.
in quite an old Otis font, still express.
So let's take a ride on top of one of the lifts. And these lifts have still got original inspection control. These are some 1980s DC Pulse AC express lifts.
Still original. Still got that. Trust express. Didn't realise I still had that. I'm really surprised. Got chains as well. All up the top. So, oh no, to nearest floor. Interesting.
Doors closing.
Let's indicate the blank for a moment. Yeah, that's the original, despite put that indicator on it.
Doors opening.
And let's take a ride on top one of the other lifts. And this shopping centre has also got some glass hydraulic express lifts. These ones have been modernised and the logic has been replaced, although surprisingly these lifts still have their original door mechanism and unlatcher.
Otis modded it.
Doors closing.
Express glass lift.
Doors opening.
The beach is lovely. Have a cheeky donk ride. Go to shop till you drop. What?
So let's now take a look at the beach.
Oh dear. Reduced water quality is predicted. What's that? Sewage outflow. It's getting weirder and weirder. Beware of soft sand and mud. It's dangerous to approach the water at low tide. Beware of fast moving tides. And beware of moving vehicles in car park areas. Is that meant to be a car park? Who parks a car on a beach? Warning, high tides, remove vehicles by 6 o'clock. With all these warning signs, this beach seems so inviting to swim on. That fucking hell. You now got another one. Danger, sinking mud. This place doesn't seem the nicest beach with all of these warnings. Like fucking hell. Apparently there's some sewage in the water today. Oh, let's go for a swim. There are security impersonating police taking his car for a wash along the beach. Although it's not really a wash because it's saltwater, but hey, he's not going to care, it's not his car.
And now let's take a look at the Royal Hotel, which has got a modernised Hampden Champness lift.
That is a Hampden Champness. It was a Hampden Champness and modded it. Sanitize your hands, okay? Oh yes, let's sanitize my hands. It's
So that concludes my cheap flight adventure to the west of England. This has been a very different sort of cheap flight adventure to my usual ones.